we're out on the boat preparing for a grand voyage. We're sailing all the way to Mahone Bay, and we're probably leaving tomorrow, weather permitting. And so we had a bunch of little things to do. I made sure the autopilot was working. It wasn't working this year, but it turns out we had kind of pulled one of these plugs out when we were doing some battery work, so I took that apart and found a loose connection, and that was perfect and easy. We checked the motors, checked the belts, checked the oil. Kay's working on the Dodger with my new hat.
That's good though.
Yeah.
It's, never thought I'd be wearing one of these, but it works.
It looks good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like you're a serious sailing lady. We got it at King & Tire. It was $9.
I know, I guess we should have got two.
We could go back and get another tonight. There's a black one and there's a camouflage one.
Kind of want a camouflage one.
Well, that's your top.
Yeah, I suppose. Let's go crazy.
Yeah. So the Dodger's almost installed. She's just doing some trim work around the Traveler. She cut some stuff off, and we gotta put some more rivets and stuff around here. Alright, so it's the next morning. The plan is to head out and go to Rouges Roost, and then the next day, after we spend the night on the anchor there, we're gonna go to Chester, Mahone Bay. Dodger's all done. Tied off down here. We got Coastie up on front here, lashed down, and the Dodger looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent. Not bad for maybe $200 we got into it. So we're motoring our way out of the arm, and Katie's just bringing in the fenders.
All I can hear is murmurs.
And yeah, so we're just on our way to Rouges Roost. And this is my new hat. I call it a Bimini hat. That's all I got.
Flap down.
Nice fenders.
You gonna put the flap down?
Flap down?
In the back, it makes it even more special.
No, I don't think so. There's a flap in the back. I'm not putting it down.
Work your way up to it.
Dodger is great. You like it?
It's good. It works.
Yay.
It's definitely more cozy, comfortable. Because normally we're kind of bundled up by now.
Turns out a Dodger is great. Hours into our trip, probably 3 or 4, and we were motoring into the wind to head to Rouges Roost, and it's we're just outside of Sambro Harbor, and it's a bit of a confused sea state, if you will. Yes, it's quite confused. How's the Dodger? We did see a whale earlier, only for a moment. He wasn't very large, but he was bigger than a dolphin would be, so we couldn't film him because he escaped.
Although the seas were a little bit confused, everything was going quite well at this point. We were about an hour away from Rouges Roost, where we were planning to anchor for the night. But unfortunately, earlier that day I made a mistake. Remember the belts I said I checked? Well, I did check them. But me being an old Volkswagen mechanic, I thought they seemed a little bit loose. So I tightened them both up. But unfortunately, I tightened the water pump too much. This is good on an old Volkswagen, but not so much on a Yanmar motor. So the belt kind of overheated and shredded up, and then the water pump stopped pumping, which made the exhaust quite noticeably louder. I went looking for a spare belt, but I couldn't find one. All I found was an alternator belt. We put the sails up, and we headed downwind back to Sambro. It was a couple hours off course, but we knew we had friends there and a way to get parts. And then the wind died. And we weren't making any headway, so we started making some phone calls. And luckily, Nick was out on Inner Sambro Island, and he offered to give us a tow. This was great news because we just spent 2 or 3 hours rolling around out there trying to get into the harbor. And we were probably going to spend another 2 hours trying to make the trip, which would have normally been a half-hour sail. Nick was definitely our hero for the day. He even offered the next morning to drive us into Canadian Tire and get some new spare belts. And I bought 3 spare belts, because I should have had spare belts anyways.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, it's 1 o'clock. We're leaving for Mahone Bay. It's a little bit late, but tomorrow the weather's gonna be crappy, so if we don't go today, it won't be a week before we can go, so. Yeehaw.
I've heard a story.
Alright, so it's a different day today. Left from Sambro, repairing our water pump belts, and ocean is much kinder today, less confused, less rolly. I'm hoping it keeps it up because we have about 7-8 hours, 7-ish hours to get to Mahone Bay today, because the rest of the week the weather is going to be crap. So it's either don't go today and wait a week, or go and tuck into Mahone Bay. So things are going all right. We hope they stay that way.
Give me your pretty, give me your messy, give me your happy, give me your sad. I may be staying.
All right, we're what do you think? How long do you think we've been out?
Let's see. We've been at about 5 hours.
5 hours since we left Sambro this morning. The sail was pretty decent. Got a little rough at the end. We're motor sailing in just because we're kind of in a rush. Not really, but just we want to beat sundown. It's 6 o'clock or something?
6:15, yeah.
6:15. So we're doing well. We have like another hour left, I think, at the most. And then we'll be in Chester Basin or somewhere along those lines. And yeah, way better than yesterday. Way better. That's all we got.
That's all we got. So either we'll find a spot to anchor, or we'll go to the Chester Yacht Club.
Yeah, it's either a mooring or we anchor. Undecided. Either will work.
Well, if the anchor spot is free, we'll go there. If it's not, then we'll go to the Yacht Club.
Yeah. We got options.
Taking me high, taking me down. Taking me down. Taking me
Sundowners. From what I've experienced, sailors deserve an excuse to drink. Ah, it's morning time in Chester. Welcome to our boat in the morning, where we're sleepy and drinking coffee. We're also going to have grilled cheese. We're grilling the cheese. There is cheese in there, yes. Legit. The grilled cheese is ready. Yum.
Bite it.
Okay, I'll bite it. Mmm.
Cheesy goodness.
So it's a sea of madness out there. Dinghies, sailing dinghies everywhere. I don't know if it's a race or if they're just training or both, but it's a nut house. They're everywhere. We were thinking about leaving, and then we decided we'd wait till this madness was over, so we don't feel like running over any small children. Although they are all very good at turning around and attacking, so I'm sure they could avoid us. But I don't know if they're racing, so I don't really want to ruin their racing either. But it's mayhem.
After the kids dispersed, we moved our boat around to Back Harbor. A family friend is allowing us to use his mooring while his boat's not in the water. So it works out perfect.